Morning LAP, it's Thursday, September 2nd. Another couple of days looks like we're going to be off. So here's your chairman video for the week. Order bank, Escape, 32,826. Corsair, 6,237 for a grand total of 39,063. So we still have a healthy order bank as long as the vendors and suppliers can keep good quality parts coming to us. And the chip shortage hasn't really affected us yet. As you know, it's what Savona put out yesterday. It's affecting our the truck plant in Kansas City and KTP across town. They're going to go from 3 shifts to 2 shifts for a couple weeks. And we unfortunately had the issue we got going on right now, which I'll touch on a little bit later. So we're still not out of the woods as far as getting the semiconductors and the chips into the plants. But a lot of other stuff and other variables outside of that is what seems to be hurting us the most. This week, door panels was our issue. I've talked to, and I've got the chairman's Mr. Waller's information from ICA is the name of the company, and UAW 2382 out of Greencastle, Indiana. And they just finished their local contract agreement a couple weeks ago. Everything went good, membership passed it. The following week, the company left for Medina, Michigan. Took the presses and left. So they went through all the work and everything, getting the contract and everything settled, then the company left. And this is the door panel company. So the door panel company got up to Medina, Michigan, tried to do a hiring, couldn't get any workers, anybody to show up for work, started offering an astronomical amount of money for people just to come work at the plant. So that didn't work out, so they're sending poor quality. They're sending half shipments, slow shipments back down to Greencastle so they can rework the parts. And I'm getting pictures upon pictures of stuff that basically garbage that's getting sent to them to try to rework and get a good quality product to the plant and trying to keep up with our line speed and our production. As you can tell, it's not working. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully these few days off and the weekend, they plan on working through the whole weekend and the holiday, has enough production to keep us running and get out of the door panel shortage and the chip shortage and kind of coast right through the rest of the year. But don't hold your breath. Roco Calls. We know these are challenging times. A lot's happening at the last minute. Me and the assistant plant manager, Joe Clasotto, and the bargaining team have sat down in several meetings, waited for them to get out of meetings, got phone calls to them, phone calls to the suppliers, calls going up to Dearborn Truck in Dearborn, Michigan, trying to find out exactly what's going on, who's getting what parts, and what we can do to try to keep running. So there's no cut and dry. We had a 10:30 meeting, it got pushed to 11 got pushed to 11:30, then it got pushed to 12. Because you got all the number crunchers and the penny pinchers trying to figure out exactly where everything's at. So if you're the robocall, if you're not getting the robocalls, you need to contact Labor Relations. Make sure you have the number on file that their robocall is calling. Make sure you check the area code and the whole entire number. Make sure your answering machine is set up to accept messages. Make sure your answer machine is not full. So try to get those two things. If you are got something on with your carrier blocking all spam calls, most likely it's blocking the robocall because it kind of comes through that same network. And when they say production's canceled, that mainly means anybody that's a base operator in the departments. If you're in a classification, there's always that chance that your department and that classification is still subject to work and may be called by your supervisor or maybe a robocall in your classification. One of the things you need to do is know exactly what your overtime group code is that you're on. So like the labor relations bulletin that went out with the different codes, who's working, who's not working. Know your codes. for your overtime group, because that's how they're going to get the information out, who's working, who's not working. Look at the overtime group code, and then the bosses are going to call. Body and paint says, you know, they're going to handle their own and call who they need to call into work. And material handling tried to do that. It was not very successful. A lot of people showed up because of what the bulletin said, and that's not how it was supposed to happen. So they got a lot of work to do on their end. The KTP work program, we've had, you know, as most of you are aware, and absenteeism is a big issue, not only here, KTP, and across the whole United States, and every manufacturer, every auto manufacturer, everybody has problems right now with absenteeism. I want to thank those that took the time to go out there to assist KTP the last couple Fridays. And, you know, pulling a double is extremely hard on anybody and anybody's body. So make sure you get yourself enough rest. Make sure you're eating, make sure you're drinking, and keep yourself healthy. It's also what we're running into right now. It's a great opportunity for the TFTs and anybody that has less than a year that doesn't qualify for short work week to continue making money and getting their 40 hours or more for the week, so they don't have to worry about how they're going to make ends meet and not get a full check this week. This will most likely continue to happen for several weeks, so we got some conversations we're going to have with labor relations to try to get things started and have a sign up in labor relations for anybody that's interested in working. They'll have your phone number and able to call and get you signed up to go out there to KTP and put everybody on one list so we know the ones that are interested. COVID protocols, we're still getting a lot of questions about COVID protocol, and getting anybody to put out anything on the company side, they're not going to, because they don't feel it's necessary. So I'm going to just kind of touch on these. These are not set in stone, but these are the current protocols that you should be going by. If you're having symptoms or exposed outside of work, you need to fill the survey on the phone. If you don't have a smartphone, then you need to email LAP Labo 1 and say, hey, I don't have a smartphone, I need to fill the survey this morning, because usually if we had the tent set up, you could sign after they ask you the questions. So you need to fill the survey first. Call medical, report the issue, whether it be symptoms or you waiting on a test, or you don't feel good, or you've been exposed. Then you need to call or email labor relations and ask them for your pay question, verify that medical has told them so that you're covered. If you're out waiting on a test, they're going to cover you, but then you get into the point of pay. Cases, if you're positive, you'll get paid. If Ford puts you out and tells you not to come to work because of contact tracing, you will get paid. If you get exposed outside of Ford or or got symptoms, you'll be covered, but you will not get paid. And depending on how long it's taken to get your results back of a PCR test, you may need to open an unemployment claim immediately. That has to be opened up from day one. Don't wait till you get your test results and you're already past that Sunday through Saturday week, because it don't go back. Unemployment goes forward. Because normally on our layoffs, Ford puts our stuff in on that first Monday we miss, so we're able to call that Sunday. So you need to do the same thing within that week, Sunday through Saturday. Open up your claim first. It'll be a 2-week claim, so you may already be back to work. So the first week, no pay. Second week, maybe no pay 2 or 3 days, and then you got to put pay in for a couple days. So make sure you're following those guidelines. On a sad note, cases are on the rise. Both LAP and KTP now have lost active members to COVID. So please keep their family and friends in your prayers. So I'm sure they're going through a rough time. Neither one were fairly old employees, actually younger than myself. So it's still real. And wear your mask properly while you're here at work, and when you're out, you're in a crowd, or you don't know where some people have been, try to wear your mask and stay safe. Down at the hall, we have COVID testing 9 to 3 Monday through Friday, also with blue water. I will put the phone number at the bottom of my video if you need to call them. And right now they're just taking anybody that wants to drive up. They're in the back of the Union Hall. Also, if you haven't known, our chiropractor has come back to the UAW Hall over at LAP, Dr. Columbo. So if you get over there, here are his office hours and phone number to set up an appointment. So I'm going to try to do something this month for like our calendar of events that we got going on. So September 6th, as you know, Monday, Labor Day, your UAW negotiated holiday. They're having it at Kentucky Kingdom and Splash Park. $15 a person, get you a lunch buffet and access to the whole kingdom. Call the UAW Hall over here at 502-969-9136 and make sure they have tickets available, because I know they were selling pretty fast yesterday when I was over there for the e-board meeting. Next week also, September 7th through the 10th, your leadership will be attending the UAW National Forward and Sub Council event up there in Detroit, Michigan. We will email out the lineup that's covering myself and the bargaining committee and let you know who to call and their phone numbers. We'll get that out and make sure they're passed out, and I'll post it on the video, or after the video it'll be posted on the UAW app, and I'll post it online on our Facebook pages. September 19th currently is the UAW Picnic down at the waterfront. They're putting guidelines in place for social distancing and handing the food will already be boxed up, depending on, if you're ham, chicken or whatever, it'll already be boxed up. They're going to do select groups at a time, so everything will be in place to protect your safety, and if you please wear your mask, it'll be recommended. Unless, of course, if we get, notice comes down from the governor or the mayor about social gatherings and they eliminate that, then we'll have to back up and punt. September 21st is going to be the union meeting over at the LAP Hall, 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. Masks will be provided and it will be recommended, and social distancing with all the chairs will still stay in place. September 25th, there's several things going on at the Active Heroes. Where, a couple activities we'd like you to participate in, or just go out and see what the UAW ramp team has built for our military and their families. It's a beautiful place to go see and spend some time and just walk around and see everything that the UAW has done for their veterans. They got a 5K trail run actually out on the property, so that'd be a perfect time. You can walk it if you would like. It's a great time to go out there and see the property. They just added an equestrian out there, so they got several horses that you can go up, visit, and pet. They're doing beekeeping 101. So if you ever thought about starting your own honey business, this would be a great opportunity to get out there. They're going to go over how to start, all the equipment needed, and exactly how to get it into manufacturing. And if you need any more information, you can go www.activeheroes.org. Lastly, I want to congratulate Zach Pittman. He's on trim line 3 on day shift. He traveled up to Greencastle, Indiana to take on several wrestlers in the New Wave Pro Wrestling for the first ever UAW title event. Zach won his first 2 regular matches to be able to make it to the final Royal Rumble event. There were 20 wrestlers that throughout the day from 12 to 6 made it and was able to be in the Royal Rumble. After a lot of melee, a lot of jumping off the top rope, a lot of punches thrown, Zach Pittman come out victorious and brought the first ever UAW wrestling event belt back to LAP UAW Local 862. So right after the video here, you have an opportunity to see Zach holding the belt, supporting the UAW 862 in one of his matches. So on behalf of myself, my UAW committee, have a great holiday weekend. Be safe, protect yourself, sanitize, and God bless.
CTP, 2. It's CDP! We about to celebrate up in here with the UAW. CDP, talk to your brothers and sisters for them. Are you guys ready to turn up? I said, are you guys ready to turn up? I have been part of the union for 7 years, and I am so happy to come out here and represent for all my brothers and sisters in the UAW. We're gonna turn all the way up. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to be as rowdy as you can. I want you guys to get on your feet. And I want you guys to cheer as loud as you can so we can get this show going.
CDP, huh?
Yeah.
You're just like the rest of these union guys, entitled. You think that you're owed something just for turning up?
Yeah. Nice glasses.
Hey, sorry I was late. I got here in my Toyota. Very nice. See, you thought that was funny, didn't you, CDP? And you know what else is funny? You think you could come to New Wave Pro and just like the rest of these UAW guys, you think you can have everything handed to you on a silver platter? Because like the rest of these guys, you're lazy, you're entitled, feckless. And in front of your so-called brothers and sisters, I'm going to embarrass you and I'm going to embarrass you as well, brother. Because as much fun as what you want to have, as much as you want to turn up, whatever that means, let me tell you right now, CDP, the fun is about to end.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Can we take it? You good? Come on, CDP! 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 Yeah.
Work with them?
I'm the chairman of the
I'm his uncle.
Oh,
Yeah, we drove from Michigan.
I did, yeah. That's awesome, man.
Up north.
I'm going to the Washington game in a couple weeks. Big Blue fan. Come on, Promo, help him out! Help him out! Get that leg, do something! ZDP! ZDP! Come on, Zach! Let's go, Zach!
Let's go, Zach!
Let's go! Let's go! Turn it up!
Yeah!
Come on, guys. Let's bring it back in the ring. I'm going to count you guys out. Come on, guys. Back in the ring. Let's go. Here we go. 1, 2. Come on, guys. Bring it back in. Let's go. 3. 4.
There we go. Let's go, Zach. Let's go, Zach. Let's go, Zach. Turn it up. ZDP. ZDP.